Am I audible to all of you, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the subject that I will be teaching you is engineering mechanics. Yesterday I shared the syllabus with you. Did you get the syllabus? Did you get the syllabus, students?
Yes, sir. We got the syllabus.
Good, good. Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
today let me give you a brief introduction about it. Okay. So what is actually engineering mechanics? Okay. So now basically engineering mechanics. Are you here? Are you able to look at it? The PDF? Yeah. Are you able to look at it?
No, sir.
I shared one PDF now.
No,
Is
sir.
it visible to everyone?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, now? Yes or no? Is it visible?
No, sir.
No.
No,
Sir, it's not visible.
Wait a minute then.
sir.
Wait a minute. Now is it visible?
No, sir.
Now? Is it visible now?
Sir.
No.
No, sir.
Not visible, sir.
Wait. Is it visible now? No.
Yes, sir.
It is
Yes,
visible.
sir.
Visible.
It's visible now.
Okay. And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
this one is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So now let us discuss engineering mechanics. So what is actually engineering mechanics? Anyone? Does anyone of you know what is engineering mechanics? Engineering mechanics. Yeah. Do you have any idea what is engineering mechanics? So engineering mechanics is that.
No, sir.
No idea. Okay. So engineering mechanics is what? It is the basic science, or it is the basic subjects, okay, which predicts the effect of forces on rigid bodies. That means suppose a force is applied on a body. So what happens? Now the impact of that force. Are you able to look at this slide? Yeah, I'm asking.
Sir.
Yes, no? Now look.
Yes, sir.
So if you see here, what do you mean by force? Force is what? Force is the action of one body on the other body. Like, look, this is what? This car is being lifted by applying some force, right? So what happens? Force has some point of application. So this is what? This is the point of application, right? Yes. And then there is one direction and it has one magnitude. Now look, what is mechanics actually? Now mechanics is a subject that deals with all the forces. Okay. So look, this car is moving. If you see the red car, are you able to see the red car? Students, are you able to see the red car?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Someone please say yes or no. Okay, then I will be able to understand. So,
Yes, sir.
so this car is what? This car is moving, right? So in this other car, if you see the green color represents what? It is the weight, right? Then yellow is what? Yellow is means it is the direction in which the car is moving. And the blue is what? It is the reactions that are being applied on these wheels. So this means what? This is how the car is moving, right? So this means what? This is the way the forces are being dealt. Okay, this is what is known as mechanics, and we have to know how these forces act on a particular body so as to understand mechanics. That is why mechanics is very much important. Okay. If you have any doubt, you ask me. Okay. Now in mechanics, what happens? We have under mechanics, mechanics of rigid bodies, mechanics of deformable bodies, and mechanics of fluids. Now all have statics, dynamics, kinematics, and kinetics. Okay. Now these are what? These are the mechanics of different bodies. Okay. So now let us come to the notes. Look, if you see here, engineering mechanics is a very important subject that is used to study mechanical and civil engineering. And this subject, the basic aim of this subject is to what? It will help you to expose various concepts of force, then friction, then how to resolve the forces. Okay. Is everyone hearing me? Hello, is everyone hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes, yes, sir. For
yes.
hearing.
If you have any
Yes,
problem,
sir.
ask me. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
uh, so basically, what happens? This subject deals with the way how to resolve. Okay. So eventually, what will happen? Everywhere there is mechanics. Now look, I'm giving a practical example. Okay. Now, if you don't know mechanics, then you will not be able to know how the forces act. Now, all of you in your home, there are certain structures in the home which are supporting your roofs, right? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes.
So, if you
Yes,
can
sir.
see in the say.
Yes, sir.
So, these are what? These are beams and columns, right? These beams and columns, these are the horizontal and vertical members. So, these structures are what? They are supporting the building. So in a way, we have to know how the forces are acting on these, right? So how will you know? You will know using engineering mechanics. Okay. Now this subject will only help you in dealing with strength of materials, theory of machines, etc. These notes you will be finding in the ERP. Okay. Now if you see in this flowchart, mechanics is what? Mechanics is a combination of physics and mathematics. That means what? It will deal with behavior of bodies that are in rest and in motion. Suppose your body or your car is in rest, it is standing. So there also will have mechanics, and if a car is moving or if you are moving, there also will be applying mechanics. Okay. So now if you see this flow chart, under mechanics there are what? Fluid and solid. Okay. So under fluid mechanics again there are statics, dynamics, kinematics. Okay. And then in fluids what happens, we classify fluids into different parts. This is ideal fluid, viscous fluid, and compressible fluid. Similarly in solid mechanics what happens, there is theory of elasticity, theory of plasticity, and strength of materials. Now again we classify these things into dynamic, kinematics, and kinetics. Now let us understand certain definitions. Now look, statics. First of all, let us go to statics. Hello, everyone is hearing? Yeah, everyone is hearing?
Sir, we are
Yeah, yes,
hearing.
sir.
Okay, if you have any doubt, you have to ask me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, what is statics? Now look, when the force system acting on a body, suppose a force system is acting on a body and is balanced, and the system has no external effect on the body, then the body is in equilibrium. Now, for a static body, that means what? That body is not moving. That means what? No external forces are acting on the body, so the body is not moving. You're getting me? Now, in case of dynamics, what happens? It is the branch of moment. Dynamics means what? Suppose a body, I said now, a car is moving. Suppose a car is moving. So, what happens? In this branch of mechanics, we have to study, suppose, that movement of the car. So, dynamics is divided into what? It is divided into two parts. Number one is kinematics and number two is kinetics. Now kinematics means what? It deals with the motion of bodies without an application of external forces. Suppose there is no external forces that is being applied on a body. So this will be dealt by what? This will be dealt by kinematics. And in kinetics what happens? It deals with the motion of the bodies with the application of external forces. Okay. So in this way it has been done. Now particle. Particle can be defined as an object which has mass and which has no size. And then coming to rigid body, it can be defined as an object which has mass and definite size. Suppose a body has mass as well as definite size. So this can be termed as rigid body. Okay. So in this way we classify. Yeah, I have allowed everyone to join. Okay. So, students, did you get the copy of the syllabus of the last class? I gave in the group now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you see in the syllabus, we have different units, right? So first of all, this one, number one is what? Introduction to engineering mechanics. Let us discuss a bit about the syllabus now. Okay. So I gave you a brief introduction, right? So there are so in the units, what happens is that so first of all, we have introduction to engineering mechanics. So in that, I'll give you a brief introduction. Okay. Then comes friction. Friction, every one of you have heard, I think so, friction. Yes or no? Hmm? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, what does friction actually means? Suppose a body is moving. Now you are applying some opposite forces are being applied on it, which resist the movement of the body. That is termed as what? Friction, right? You are getting. After that, we have basic structural analysis. So since you people are from civil, so now what we'll have to do is the basic structural analysis part is very important for us. Now in this part, we'll have to do all the analysis and different structures, how does structures behave on the application of different loads like this. Okay. So in this way, we'll be dealing with the basic structural analysis part. Then we'll be having centroid and center of gravity. Now look, a motion in a body, if a body is present, now in that body what happens? All the forces are acting from a particular point in the center. That is known as the centroid. Huh? So and that force that is acting through the center is known as centroid of gravity. Now this kind of forces I have to deal. Then we have Virtual work and energy method. Then review of particle dynamics. Then introduction to kinetics of rigid bodies, and last mechanical vibrations. So these are the topics that we will be studying. Okay. So these are the topics that we can study. Now let me give you a presentation. Let us continue with the previous presentation of statics and dynamics. Is the presentation visible to all?
No, sir.
No, not visible.
Not busy.
आया है कि नहीं? नहीं आया?
आया सर
It's visible now, sir.
अभी visible हो? आ गया?
Yes.
अच्छा
Yes,
ठीक है.
sir.
Okay, thank you. So look, now is look here it is what? First of all, in the mechanics we have mechanics of rigid bodies, na? So under mechanics of rigid bodies we have statics and dynamics. So if you see here, suppose this is what? This is a rigid body. That means what? This is a car. That means this car is not moving, right? Yes or no? So we can consider this as a rigid body. Now what happens? Suppose for in the rigid body mechanics, what happens? We have to study the external effect of forces on a body. Suppose now if you consider this car to move, what happens? It has velocity, acceleration and displacement, right? Yes or no? Now if it has velocity, acceleration and displacement, so that means we'll have to study all these parts. So these parts will be dealing under rigid body mechanics. Now if you go to deformable body mechanics, that means what? Suppose the car has hit some object, okay? Now if the car has hit some object, then what happens? It gets deformed, na? This part is deformed. If you are you able to see it, students? Are you able to? We don't see the any car. You are not able to see the slide.
यस सर
स्लाइड नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है तुम लोग को?
दिखाई दे रहे सर
हाँ, ऊपर का एक कार है, नीचे में एक कार दिखाई दे रहा है, वो ब्लू वाला. This part.
Now we can see.
This part. Can you see? This car. Can you see it?
यस सर
Look at this car now. Look at this part. What happens here? This is having certain deformations in the car, now. If you can see, yes or no? This is having certain amount of deformation, right? Yes or no? So this is the
सर
internal.
योर वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर
My voice is not clear.
Sir, we can hear the voice very clearly, sir.
Okay. Wait. I'm having some network issues, I
क्लियर
think
सर
so. Just give me a minute. Let me see what I can do. Okay, is it clear now? Hello? Is it clear?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, you say okay. If you is not clear, you write in the chat. Okay, look. Now this car. In this car, what happens? This car has hit some object, na? Yes or no? So after that, what happens? Now, if you study about the internal damages that has happened to the car because of the forces that are being applied on the car. So this is given as under deformable body mechanics. Okay. So in this way, this will occur. Now, when we have to study statics and dynamics. Are you able to see this slide? Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in statics, look. Now there is a breeze. This is a truss breeze, right? So this is what? this is in rest, yes or no? If this is in rest, then if you have to study all the forces
Yes.
that are acting on this part, then this part, huh? So this is studied by what? This is studied by statistics. Okay. Similarly, in dynamics, what happens? Suppose this is an engine part. So this is what? This is moving, right? Yes or no? These pistons are moving. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So if these pistons are moving, then this means what? This is dynamics, right? That means अगर movement होता है तो क्या होता है? वो dynamics होता है. अगर movement नहीं होता है, if there is no movement, then it is what? Statics. Okay? Clear, everyone? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
Sir.
कोई मीटिंग छोड़ रहा है, क्यों छोड़ रहा है? Now look.
प्रॉब्लम का वजह से होता होगा.
हाँ, क्या बोला? Okay. Now let us study some rigid body mechanics. Okay. So what?
Body mechanics.
आया slide तुम लोग के मोबाइल पे?
Okay.
Are you able to see the slide?
Sir.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. We can see.
Yeah. So in rigid body mechanics, this means what? Now, if the forces are acting on certain bodies that are not moving, that means what? There is negligible deformation or no deformation under the action of forces. This means what? Suppose in this bridge, it is constructing now. So if any force is applied, there will be no movement in this bridge, right? If you try to, yes or no? है कि नहीं? Are you able to see?
हाँ sir. Yes.
हाँ, थोड़ा रेस्पॉन्ड करो हाँ मुझे, तब मुझे पता चलेगा ना. So what happens?
Okay, okay.
Good. So what happens is that suppose if you are trying to push this bridge and there is no movement on this kind of bodies are called what? What is this kind of bodies called? Can anyone say?
Statics.
ना 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 ना. और क्या बोला? कोई बोला ना एक? क्या बोला? बोलो एक बार.
Statics.
No, no. This is called rigid body. Why rigid? Because this is rigid, na stiff. It is not moving, na. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So yeah. So this is called rigid body. In this way, rigid body mechanics is happening. Now here the deformations will be very small, okay, and it does not affect the condition of equilibrium. So in this way, we can say it is a rigid body mechanics. Now we go to the next for particle mechanics. So for particle mechanics, what it is? Now, if you treat a rigid body as a small particle as compared to the size, which is it means the size of the rigid body is very small as compared to the size, then it is called particle mechanics. Oh, my voice is not clear again. Now is it clear? Yeah, is it clear now? Hello. Is it clear now? My voice? Is my voice clear now?
Clear, sir.
No, sir. Mew. Wait. Unclear audio, sir. Severe network problem is going on. That is why I guess.
बता दे कैसे मैं
क्या गाना गाना गा रहा है तुम? मुझे
जीऊंगा
सुनाई दे रहा है. गाना क्यों गा रहा है?
तेरे
Excuse me. Zambai. Yeah. Particle mechanics. Are you able to hear now? No.
सर
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है?
नहीं आ रहा है
अच्छा रुको, एक मिनट होल्ड होल्ड करो थोड़ा। So what is particle mechanics actually? So particle mechanics is, suppose you are treating a body as a very small body, okay? Suppose what happens if you consider the whole earth and you are considering yourself to be a small particle, means समझ में आ रहा है? Now if you see in the diagram,
Yes.
the orbital motion of the earth is considered to be a particle motion, okay? That means what, if the earth is moving in orbit, so we can consider the earth to be a very small particle in the whole universe for studying the earth. So in this way we can say that it is particular motion, particle mechanics. Okay, is my audio clear now, students? So from today's class, okay, you can give the attendance now. Just type in your attendance in the attendance one. Are you able to hear me? And do you know so do you have any doubt today of today's class? I'm asking everyone. Do you have
No,
any doubt?
sir.
No, sir. Okay. So now, no, na. So you'll find these notes, class notes in the one. There is one PDF na that I'm showing you. So you'll be able to find this PDF in the ERP. Okay, it is uploaded there. Is it clear? Hmm.
Sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me. Okay, okay. Then, so you have written. Can you give me the attendance in the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Give me.
We have given. Today is the class over.
Chonky, mute करो खुद को. Yeah, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Excuse me, please mute yourself.
हेलो हेलो म्यूट करो खुद को तुम लोग